VM3 student. My name is Shuhada Najiha, 188569.
My name is Noor Atira. My matric number 188809.
My name is Nur Izwin. My matric number is 190034.
So for these 2 days, from 18 July and 19 July, we are having practical at small animal unit. So basically, what we did, our routine every morning is we assist the doctor to attend the case. So before the patient enter the room, we need to call them, and we also did a physical examination on the animals, such as take the temperature, check for the heart rate and respiratory rate, and then ask for the history of the patient, and then wait until the doctor come into the room. And then after every time the patient finish the consultation, we need to clean the room. Basically, we just clean the table by using the table spray, and if the patient happens to get the infectious, which is very infectious to other animals, we need to Clorox the whole room and leave it for 20 minutes. So in that 20 minutes, there will be no patients enter that room. Yes. That's it. Next.
So yesterday there was a case which the animal have FIP, and it is a dry form of FIP. So basically, FIP came from a virus called coronavirus, and it usually attacks the cell of the intestinal wall. Usually, it will only cause mild diarrhea, and it will resolve over time if only coronavirus. But once the coronavirus has mutated, it will proceed to disease called FIP, which is feline infectious peritonitis. So basically, FIP have two forms, which is a dry and wet form. For wet form, there will be an accumulation of fluids at the chest cavity or abdominal cavity, and it will cause the animal to have symptoms like labored breathing and abdominal distension. So for dry form, usually we will not see any distension of the abdomen, and it will affect the nerves of the animal. So we can see incoordination, and the movement will be weird. So basically, FIP can also cause the animal to be malnourished, and they will be very dull and depressed. Their body's cognition will be very low, 1 or 2. And then for the symptoms of the yesterday's cats, we also can see uveitis, which is cloudiness at the eye, the lens, and it is very skinny and also not good hair condition. And other than that, discussion. Other than that, stress also can be one of the factors that cause the virus to mutate and become FIP. So for today's case, there is a cat, and it is having a pyrethroid poisoning. So basically, at first doctor said that maybe the pyrethroid poisoning occurs at the same time with the FIP problems. No FIP, coronavirus problems. So pyrethroids usually happens when the cats accidentally ingest the pyrethroids. So based on the history of the cats also, the owner said that they use a pyrethroid spray for the cockroach. So maybe the animal accidentally ingest the paratroids. So doctor rules out the problems of FIP because the animals, the way they walk is like the front limb is like this. It's like a catwalk but excessive. So that is a symptom for paratroid poisoning.
So I would like to share interesting cases which is toxoplasmosis in cats. Do you know which parasites that causes toxoplasmosis?
Toxoplasma gondii.
Yes, it's true. Toxoplasmosis causes by Toxoplasma gondii is actually one of the most common disease in the warm-blooded animal. For example, cat. Basically, cat infected with toxoplasmosis rarely show the clinical sign, but almost the immunosuppressive animal will show the clinical sign. For example, the cases that we observe, the cats having uveitis, also, and then the abnormal pupil size. So basically, toxoplasmosis can be diagnosed by measurements of the antibody, which is IgG and IgM, and also human also can be infected with toxoplasmosis, especially the pregnant woman and immunodeficiency person. The treatments for toxoplasmosis is usually by medication, which is a clindamycin, whether clindamycin is given alone or combination with corticosteroid. And also the treatment should be start immediately and should be remains after the clinical sign disappear. And then the prognosis for these cases is depends on the organ or the system that the toxoplasma affected. Generally, let's say that cat with CNS, central nervous system, and uveitis respond to the therapy more slowly compared to the other animal, but still the prognosis of the cats that having toxoplasmosis that affected the liver is poor. So to reduce the infection, basically the toxoplasmosis affected through the shedding of oocysts in the environment. So basically, the owner have to prepare a litter box and to dispose the litter frequently to prevent the toxoplasmosis.
I think there are so many cases that we learned at the UVH, but the most common one that we found these 2 days is all about FIP, tumor. There are also fractures, and then flu. Yes, yeah. There are also the clients. They just want to get the second opinion from the vet, because they just confirm their decision with the other vet. Well, and we also help other than those activities, we also help the assistant vet to restrain the patients whenever they want to take the blood samples. Blood sample.
I think that's all from us.
Yeah, I think that's all from us. Thank you.